Hello, everybody. So today we are going to be talking about the Capital One Spark business card. I am going to discuss some of the negatives about the card. One of the negatives is critical, and I want you to make an informed decision as you navigate your business credit journey as to if this card is something that you want to add to your portfolio. I will also discuss a couple of the positives as well as alternative business credit cards. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So as you can see here on this page, the Spark business credit card has a 1.5% cash back, which is a little bit under the normal 2% cash back. It also has zero annual fee, which is good, and then the 0% intro APR for 12 months. Okay, which is good in itself. Another one of the benefits is zero fraud liability. So if somebody steals your card, makes a purchase on your card that's not authorized by you, you have fraud liability, so you don't have to repay that money. Also, another key benefit of the card, automatic payments. And I have automatic payments set up on all of my cards, business or personal. It does not matter. I highly advise people to make sure they have automatic payments set up on all of their cards. The last thing you want to do is miss a payment. And then they have other things like purchase records, account managers, virtual card numbers, year end summary. All of that information is important for taxes and just keeping good records. Then, once we go on to the application part, you can see what you should know before you apply. 10-minute application. Okay, that sounds really, really great. But what else should you know before you apply? This whole section is critical, so please pay attention. So, negative number one, lower approval limits. There are many data points out there in the community that show approvals for the Capital One Spark business card are often between $2,000 and $5,000. And again, that amount is something you may have not had before on other cards, but for a business card, that is a pretty low limit. Because again, businesses are going to be spending many, many times more than a personal credit card. So, in my opinion, that's not a great limit at all, especially when you compare these to Amex or Chase cards. And I do have videos on Amex and the Chase business card, so take a look at those if you haven't already. And you can see how those limits are compared to Capital One. All right, negative number two, hard pulls on all credit bureau reports. So if you apply for this Capital One Spark business card, you will see that you will often take a hard pull on all credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. This is something that Capital One has often done. I've been with Capital One for probably 20 years now. Any Capital One product that I had, they always went through all three of the credit bureaus. And for people who do not want inquiries on their credit report, this is critical. You are going to take a hit on all credit bureaus when you apply for this card. If anybody out there has applied for this card and only had one hard pull on one of the reports, make a comment in the comments and let me know. If you are affiliated with Amex, oftentimes when you apply for Amex credit cards, they will be a soft pull. But once you have your first hard pull with Amex, all the other ones will be soft pulls. So that's why having three hard pulls on all of the credit reports for this card is just, in my opinion, it's not worth it. And then negative number three, this is the most critical factor about this card that I don't think people talk about enough. This business card reports to your personal credit report. So you may ask, how does that matter? One of the things I often talk about on this channel is keeping your personal business credit or keeping your personal credit and your business credit separate. So let's say that you apply for this business credit card, you get approved for a $10,000 limit, and you go out and you purchase some products for your business that total $5,000. When this hits your credit reports, it will show $5,000 on your personal side. So it's added to your personal utilization. And again, we talk about on this channel keeping our utilization low perfectly. I mean, if you want to, you would have it between 1% and 4%. But that, again, that's in a, that could be difficult for people to do. And mine currently is like 14% right now. So I understand how hard it can be to keep it between that amount. But that's what you want to have it as, to your utilization level at, to have the highest credit score you could possibly have. If you have a business credit card that's reporting to your personal, whatever amount you put on that business card is going to show on your personal report, and that is something that you do not want to have, because the benefit of having a business credit card is to hide that utilization. It does not report to your personal side. So if you're applying for a mortgage, loan, whatever it is, people will not see how much you have on your business side. If you get this card, it will report to your personal side. So it will always be part of your utilization. And in my opinion, this defeats the whole purpose of having a business card. I've had some clients that I've worked with, and we were discussing business cards, and people were saying, hey, I want to apply for this Capital One Spark business card that I got an offer for. And I, encourage them to stay away from that as much as possible, because they didn't know these negative factors that the card has on your report. However, I can say that this business card does report to business credit. So if you do get this card, you will be having it report to business credit as well. So having it report to business credit is a positive. But in my opinion, that's the only positive that this card has. I believe there are much better alternatives with business credit cards out there, such as the American Express Business Plus or Business Cash, the Amex Business Prime card, and Amex Business Gold, just to name a few. And I've also attached a list of how small business credit cards report to business credit, so you can take a look at that for yourself. And this is from the NAV website. Again, I want people out there to be informed on making good decisions for themselves and not jumping to the first opportunity at a business card, because we get these offers all the time for business credit cards. And again, myself being impulsive, in the past, I saw this offer for the Spark card. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to apply for this. And I was like, you know what, no, let me hold off on that. Boy, I'm so glad that I did. All right, everybody. Thanks for taking the time out to watch this. If you like the content and it adds value, please like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you later.